Hi, I'm Sreyashi. I'm a recent graduate from University College London, specialising in infection and immunology, which involves the study of tiny organisms that are invisible to the naked eye. On a global scale, however, these tiny organisms may not have such an invisible effect when it comes to our day-to-day lives. In this video, I want to draw your attention to one such microbe, a bacterium that is known for causing millions of deaths worldwide, particularly in developing countries.
This ancient disease has evolved throughout history, acquiring a variety of labels: the romantic disease, white plague, phthisis. But in present day, it goes by the name tuberculosis, or as we more commonly know simply, TB. So what is TB?
So I went to talk to some experts regarding the molecular basis of the disease.
Pulmonary tuberculosis is caused primarily by a bacteria known as Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The main mode of spread of pulmonary tuberculosis is through air. It is called the airborne spread. However, overcrowding, close contact, immunosuppression increases the risk of transmission. It does not spread by handshakes, by sharing utensils and by hugging.
Tuberculosis is diagnosed by clinical, radiological as well as by microbiological means. In the laboratory, we do smear microscopy and the culture for the acid-fast bacilli, and we try to detect the genome of the Mycobacterium tuberculosis in the sample by various molecular means.
I later got in touch with a doctor specializing in respiratory diseases to learn more about the clinical background of tuberculosis.
Well, in India, it's a very big problem. It's one of the most important preventable causes of death in India. In theory, everybody in India should have free testing, free diagnosis and free treatment for TB, which is technically a curable disease. But things are not that simple. Well, the most common are cough not settling down within the first couple of weeks, certainly by 3 weeks, or a fever which is not settling for again a couple of weeks or 3 weeks, or weight loss unexplained. Two reasons why people end up with relapses or incurable TB is patients don't take their medication and doctors don't follow guidelines. The answer is yes, with a little caveat. The drugs which standardly are being used, the WHO guidelines for tuberculosis, is the same the worldwide over. However, the incidence of resistance to first-line drugs are increasing. It's near about 3% in the world at the moment. In India, it's slightly higher. So drug resistance means that a proportion of patients will not be cured by the standard treatment. Technically, we are now trying to do tests for drug resistance in all patients who present with tuberculosis. So apart from drug resistance, patients should not die of TB unless they present in a very advanced state where there is no time for the drugs to work, and particularly if they affect the brain. So yes, it's almost totally curable if it is drug sensitive and you've not delayed too much in seeking attention.
So where do I come in?
Joi Hok is an interdisciplinary, youth-centric initiative which aims to build on the social knowledge and awareness of tuberculosis through traditional Bengali art styles like photochitra and puppetry.
To get myself acquainted with the different art forms, I went to go and visit some Bengali traditional painters. Their special art is called photochitra. This is done on handmade paper with the help of organic colors extracted from plants, and only a handful of people are skilled enough to carry out these over generations. I think this kind of approach is new and unique and would really engage school children and encourage them to take an active interest in the science behind tuberculosis, as well as recognize this disease as a community health problem. Shanti TB Control Society is a renowned non-governmental organization located in southwest Kolkata that's collaborating with us on the TB awareness project.
Shanti TB is fighting against TB since 1981, and mainly we are working in two fronts. One is the early examination of the sputum with symptoms of cough for more than 2 weeks, and the second is creating an awareness in the community through different means. We have contacts with different community groups, with the schools, the panchayats, and with the self-help groups, and also with influential people in the community. So what we can do is we can mobilize these people to help in this study.
It's important to realize that eliminating tuberculosis is not only a scientific challenge but also a social one. This awareness campaign might not be as groundbreaking as, say, a new drug in the market, but would definitely help us to explore different strategies by which we could successfully engage the public and hence improve their perception of the disease.